green base model, wood base model, fair game. I'm not sure which she has the most of, but it's the same spinal cord. It just shows different color coding. Because we don't have the nice yellow, green, red, and black. All looks the same.
I have her spinal cord picture.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it's like it's the light.
Yeah, the test.
She gonna be confused.
So it's
on
going to
this
be
test.
both
They get all
models.
confused.
Sam's already made up, but you see under the pia mater, I've crossed off the denticulate ligaments. They're not visible on any model, so I can't ask you that. By the same token, the dura mater and the arachnoid mater are also not visible, but I can ask those. So just, you'll know when you get there. But the pia mater is the covering that is directly against the spinal cord. It's adherent to it. That's why the pia is still there. The gray stuff and the brown stuff is gray matter, spinal gray matter. How do you tell, and this is your question, how do you tell the anterior of the cord from the posterior of the cord? The anterior of the cord has what's called the deep median fissure. The deep median fissure. It's deep, it goes in deep. It's in the middle, median, and a fissure is a deep groove. So here on this model, it is very large, very deep, and easy to see. Where on this one, it looks like just a line. That's anterior. So you can either look for the anterior median fissure, easy on this one, harder on this one, but if I ask you on this one, all you need to do is go to these things that are on the posterior, coming out of the posterior of the spinal cord. Actually, they're not coming out of, they're going into. These are the spinal ganglia. Inside these are the cell bodies of sensory neurons that are going to take messages from my fingertips and my toes and yours to your spinal cord, into the cord, and up to your brain. Yes, except for reflexes, which I'll try and get to next week. So always these ganglia are at the posterior of the cord. The rootlets going in go into the posterior of the cord. So really, the ganglia are the easiest way to tell whether you're looking at the front of the cord or the back of the cord. The back of the gray matter here is sensory. The front of the gray matter, that H pattern or the butterfly or whatever you think it looks like, is motor. And in the middle is integrative. So the same functions up here are happening in your spinal cord. We'll talk about it now because it's kind of fun. Because there are some signals that come in here sensory that never make it up here. They are called reflexes. And reflexes will send sensory information in regarding homeostasis, and if it's important enough, it will, at the same level, come right back out, in the cord and out. Milliseconds, in and out. So that if you're in a hurry in the kitchen cooking, and you think you're setting your hand down on the counter, and you set it down on the burner, you don't have to wait till that smells weird. What is that? Oh, it's me. The information of hot goes into the sensors of your hand, into your cord and back out. And your skeletal muscle does this. And you don't even have to think about it. That reflex is protective. It's getting you away from that hot stove, getting your tissue away. And then you think about it. Because then the damage that was done here is on its way up, but it's slower than this. And then you say, ow, I burned myself. And you look down and it's confirmed. So reflexes usually in the cord and back out. And then messages will, because there's a lot of sensory input going in, it'll go up and your brain will say, well, why did I do that? Oh, I did that because my flesh was burning. Or I did that because a spider just walked across my hand. Or I did that because the hair on my skin got stimulated, the receptors on the hairs got stimulated, and I did that, and I didn't. I mean, there was just that, and then, oh, what happened? Oh, there's a dead spider. So, yeah, reflexes are good for homeostatic control. Okay. Conus medullarum, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah. We don't have the spinal cord, so I mean the whole length, so I can't show you, but it's in the textbook. And maybe next, when do we meet? A week from today. So a week from today we'll continue this on. Talk a little bit about brain, and then keep going.